What's up, guys? Thomas Mott here. Welcome to the Thomas Mott Show on a Thursday. Let's jump into the latest Eagles news and rumors, starting with the Eagles have signed 2 more of their pretty impressive draft class. 5 of the 8 total players are now signed. You see it there. Offensive lineman Tyler Steen and safety Sydney Brown have signed their contracts. Again, meaning we have 3 remaining players who have not signed. Nothing to be worried about. They were all there at rookie OTAs, rookie minicamp anyway. They're going to get signed. Probably just a little bit of agent talk back and forth, trying to figure out this and figure out that. But the fact you have Tyler Steen and Sydney Brown both signed is really, really good news, because now they can get out of their heads, when are we going to get our first paychecks? When do these contracts officially get done? Now they focused in on football, and that's the most important thing these 2 young players need to do, because they're not just any rookies who can relax year 1 and not really compete year 1 and eventually become good. Right? Both of them are going to be instantly trying to win starting roles. Tyler Steen battling with Cam Jurgens for the right guard spot, and Sydney Brown battling for one of the 2 starting safety spots. A lot of people think both of these players will be playing. I think Cam Jurgens is going to win. We'll talk about that here more in a second, but Sydney Brown has a very real chance. Anyone up for a Reed Blankenship Sydney Brown secondary? Let me know what you guys think down below right now in the comments section. Moving over here to the very interesting news that was really debuting yesterday, and that was a lot of Eagles at the podium during press conferences as they continue to work through OTAs and offseason activities. We'll start with Jason Kelce, who I thought had some really, really strong answers here, like this one when asked about what's different about Jalen Hurts following his massive new contract.
I have not noticed anything different other than actually nothing from him. Probably just an aura of, I don't know, commas, I guess. But, yeah.
Not a lot has changed. You got to like that there from Jason Kelce. Now, Jason, what about the right guard battle between Cam Jurgens and Tyler Steen? Give me your thoughts on Cam.
Cam is really, really talented. Extremely physically gifted, hardworking. I mean, the strength to weight ratio that he has is phenomenal. Very, very strong for his size. Extremely explosive, smart, blue collar, lunch pail type kid. Really, really happy. I think I speak for everybody in the building. He was ready to play last year. He could have gone in there and done an extremely good job playing center last year. I feel very confident in that. And, he's going to get a chance to compete at right guard. He's going to get a chance to play center still. The future is extremely bright for him.
Very interesting stuff there. I mean, it sounds like he's really pulling for Cam Jurgens. Not that he has like a dog in the fight, but I think he does kind of have Cam as a hand-picked heir to his center throne, who worked a lot at right guard, at practice, not in front of the media this past season. I do think Cam Jurgens has a little bit of an edge just because he has a full year of going against the Eagles' defensive line in practice, whereas Tyler Steen, yes, played in the SEC at left tackle, but it's going to be a little different when he gets baptized by the likes of all the great players on the Eagle defensive line once they go ahead and get to training camp. A.J. Brown also at the podium yesterday, and he was asked really about improvement and kind of taking what they learned from last season and getting even better. Listen to this.
Definitely had that chip on that shoulder, but still taking it day by day, still early. You just, building a house brick by brick. I mean, it's a lot I can improve upon. I want to name it, but just being a complete receiver, I can always just, work on getting in better shape, so I can have more opportunities, but just trying to be that well-rounded receiver and do it all, I have goals of my own and, definitely trying to achieve those. So, I mean, the sky's the limit.
I love it. I love the mentality of these guys. That was the big theme from the press conference, in my opinion, when all these guys met with. We'll hear from Dallas Goedert and James Bradberry in a second, but it felt like they're all really hungry, motivated. I mean, last year was a really fun year. You think they'd reminisce on a little bit. Nope. They didn't win a Super Bowl. They want to get better. They want to make sure they don't make the same mistakes, which were very minuscule last year, but still, you love hungry dogs. I really think this roster and this team is going to be better than 2022. I've said that before. I'm curious where you guys are at. 2022 was an elite roster. I know they lost some players, and we talked about those all the time here on the channel, most notably, Javon Hargrave on the defensive line, but I think overall, this team in 2023 is going to be much, much better. They sound a lot hungrier versus where they were this past season. Curious where you guys are at. Let me know down below. Not to be outdone, James Bradberry had a really good answer when asked about the Super Bowl holding call and how he wants to improve and get better from that. Here was your star cornerback of the Philadelphia Eagles.
I'm the kind of guy you got to put it behind you. It happened, and I'm looking forward to putting better film out there next year.
I like the accountability. I mean, literally, James Bradberry could have taken it to the grave that he didn't hold Juju Smith-Schuster and what was a really, untimely holding call, but he's owned up to it. He wants to put better film out there than he did in 2022. I can't wait for that Juju matchup coming up against the Patriots week 1. I expect Juju to go a lot at Bradberry and Bradberry to hopefully win a lot of those battles. Finally, Dallas Goedert here. He, again, is emphasizing getting better. He wants to get better, don't we all?
It's kind of unspoken. It's more just you can kind of feel it throughout. When we're in the weight room, when we're doing our conditioning after. It's everybody's hungry. Everybody's grinding. They're working hard in there. It's not. Nobody's content with last year and think we can do it all again just because we did it last year.
Love that from Dallas Goedert. Absolutely love that from all the guys at the press conference yesterday. Thumbs up for them, not only meeting with the media, being very, very honest, and just seeming like such a tight-knit core veteran group. Myself and Josh Davis talked about this on our Wednesday live show. This group just feels so different. They have one goal in mind, and that is a Super Bowl. There is no I mentality. There is no, let me make sure my stats are going to be great, at least so far, and I guess it's only May. They seem very, very motivated, very, very hungry, and I'm a massive, massive fan of that. Okay, over here to some of the quicker notes, starting with the Jacob Sports tweet here. DeSean Jackson told the I Am an Athlete podcast that he wants to return to the Eagles, but hasn't shut the door on retire with the Eagles, but hasn't shut the door on returning for a 16th season. So DeSean Jackson will retire with the Philadelphia Eagles after 2 stints. That second stint was really bizarre, by the way. You forget that he was like balling out in that first game and then was never healthy. I'm fine with him retiring an Eagle. I think, attribute him to being an Eagle. He won't become an Eagle to actually play if he wants to return for a 16th season. They won't sign him. Come on, it's not going to happen for a third time. But retiring an Eagle, I'm fine by that. I was a massive D-Jack fan back in the day, and then of course, Chip Kelly didn't really like him, which was a whole different story, but happy and excited to have him retire as an Eagle whenever he wants to go ahead and call it quits. Now, my mother will love this next story. That has to do with the Christmas album Part 2. She was a massive fan of the Jason Kelce, Jordan Mailata, Lane Johnson Christmas album. She actually bought the whole album and blared it all December long. Well, Mom, here you go. According to the Luke, Carasolelli, how do you say his last name, on Instagram, they're back and they got Christmas hats on in May, which means they're in the record label, in the booth, recording that brand new album. There are tons of Christmas songs, like an unlimited amount, so plenty more happening over the next couple of, hopefully, months as they get these things ready to go and then ready for Christmas. So thumbs up for the Christmas album. If you haven't listened to it, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. It's one of the best ones out there. It's really, really good. And they adored my lot. The vocals on that guy are unbelievable. Okay, final story here. How about this? Top 10 selling jerseys in April, according to NFL Rumors, which we always emphasize is not an actual factual place, even though this is actually checked. I double-checked, but the tweet had them all laid out so nicely, so I can't complain about it. Aaron Rodgers, the Jets, your number 1 selling jersey in April. No shocker there. Jet fans probably bought a bajillion of these because they have always just really wanted a quarterback, and now they finally have one. But look who's number 2. It's Jalen Hurts. Gotta like that. Hurts there at 2. Mahomes is 3. OBJ with the Ravens is 4. Do Baltimore fans think OBJ is going to be something special this year and not just injured? Josh Allen, they're at 5. Kelce at 6. Jordan Love, I guess Packer fans got to update that 12 and get Jordan Love jerseys. Is he 10 or 11? I don't remember right now. I'm sure I'll throw it up on the screen. Either way, the Jordan Love ones are selling well. Justin Jefferson, Micah Parsons, and how about Bryce Young? I mean, there you go, Carolina. When's the last time they had a quarterback that people actually wanted to buy the jersey of? Throw away your Sam Darnold ones. Still, those are your top 10. Jalen Hurts, man, he is a fan favorite, not just in Philadelphia, but I would argue throughout the entire National Football League. Okay, plenty more stuff happening over the next couple of days and weeks. Be sure to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button in case you really enjoyed me talking about the Eagles and the rest of the National Football League. We'll be doing it all off season long and into what's going to be a very, very fun training camp. I'm Thomas Mott. This has been the Thomas Mott Show.